All right, that I think is a little bit better there. Took me a minute to figure out what's going on here. All right, good, good, good. Had the wrong screen capture going on there, so I wasn't going to live stream tonight because I don't want to. Certainly don't want to hog all of your guys' time out there, but I know Baseball Demos was having an issue, and another fine channel out there, Baseball Demos, he was having a problem. And a couple other YouTubers in our community thought about live streaming, but no one's gone live, so I was like, you know what? I can probably squeeze the game in pretty quick here. So, as you can see, we're now at the Toronto Blue Jays home screen here inside Replay Baseball. Sports Time Machine, hello. Thanks for showing up. Technical difficulties. You were the other one that was having. No, I went to yours and you had technical difficulties. Then I went to Baseball Demos. He had the same thing. His screen locked up on him, so he stopped streaming. So I'm like, since everyone's having problems, maybe I'll just jump on and squeeze the game in here. So you can see we actually have all of the pitchers inside the game. I didn't have it in the first one, and I forgot, to be honest, because one of the hassles of being a sports simmer is trying to import your pictures and get them all look right and everything. Well, that's another notch in the PC replay baseball quiver, as we sort of say, because they, at least for the season that I bought, now I'm not sure if they do it for all the seasons, but if we actually exit out of here, uh, let's see here. Yeah, so in the, I think it's in, maybe it was up here, but you can actually use user created graphics, right? So you click on that. You select the season that you had downloaded. Right now I just have the 2016 season. And you will click on the download buttons and it'll actually automatically install a user created player profile, all the team logos, and the manager photos for the season. You can also do the same thing with all the ballparks as well. And you can add in a slideshow graphic and intro sounds downloads. These are all free, supported by the replay engine here. Of course, they don't have, I don't think they have like an official MLB license, so they can't actually sell those and they can't actually have them. But since it's a fan created thing, they've actually are able to do that. Now, again, I don't know if they do this for every single season, but I know they've done it for the season that I had purchased. So super easy, super cool, super quick. You just hit the download button, it downloads, and it just installs. And after that, it just, let's just close that out. There we go. And we'll go back into our season file here. So I'm actually going to be doing a video on replay baseball, probably later this week, and kind of going over all the features and talking about it. So I'm not going to go into it too much here, but I've talked about it in episode number 1 of this. But what we're doing, if you're just catching on, having the images is nice too. Yeah, it is. It's super good, and all the images you can see are high quality. They're like the actual images of the baseball players. And so what we're doing here is we're replaying the last 30 games of the season. We had the computer randomize and play out all the games up until August 31st. And then we took over the Toronto Blue Jays based upon where they stood in the standings, and how we wanted to get in something that was going to be good, interesting play for the last 30 games of the season. So Toronto was a good one. Washington might have been there, or Pittsburgh. So the chat decided on Toronto, so that's what we're doing. You see, we're 2 games behind Boston. We're 6 games up on Baltimore. And in the wild card, if we look at the wild card, if we go to, is it schedule? No, we go to, let's go to standings here. We go to wild card. Toronto is in first place ahead of Baltimore and the White Sox. So we will be watching very closely the Boston games and the Baltimore games when we do our game simulcast. Another tremendously good feature for this game. Exquisite feature. Probably it takes this interface, it takes the crisp, clean interface, and it takes it from an A to an A plus because it has that feature. That's how good it is. And a lot of other nice little features, like you can see here. They have your last 3 games you played and your upcoming games, who's the starter and everything. Really nice. Like we just talked about, you can upload the photos, which is really nice. Al, Red Sox fan. Hey man, I didn't know if you were going to go live right away or not. I know that Sports Time Machine was having some technical difficulties, and then Baseball Demos were having some technical difficulties. I waited for a little while to see if you were going to go live, and I didn't see it pop in. So I thought I would try and squeeze a quick game in here. I wasn't planning on streaming tonight, but since everyone kind of was bumming out, I thought, well, maybe I'll try and squeeze one in. Play ball, okay. If you're going to do something, then I'll try and go quick. So as I was explaining, we are going to be watching Boston, and we're going to be watching Baltimore for sure. And then we're going to keep our eyes on the Chicago White Sox to make sure they don't push hard towards that last wild card. So when we game simulcast, if something interesting is happening in the Boston or Baltimore games, we will probably switch over to those games and watch it because those games are going to alter how well we do. So we're 2 games behind Boston. We won here on the 30th of August against the Orioles. We won again on the 31st. We lost in our first real replay game against the Tampa Bay Rays. And if you haven't watched game number 1, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it was game of the day, which is another really cool feature this game has. So we are moving on to Saturday, September 3rd. And we're going to game simulcast and check out what we're doing here. So Baltimore is playing at home against the Yankees. Boston's on the road against Oakland. So we'll be watching those games, as I said, very closely. And if a situation comes up in those games that we need to check out, we will go watch those games and just we won't take control of the teams, but we will watch and see what happens. And Toronto and Tampa Bay is the game we will be playing. There we go. So here we go in the simulcast. And we're going to have Tampa Bay, and it's going to be, obviously, the computer is going to run everything. So it looks like it's Marco Estrada versus Blake Snell. So Blake Snell versus Marco Estrada. Lineups: Bautista in right field, Donaldson at third, Encarnacion at first, Martin is the DH, Tulowitzki is short, Melvin Upton Jr. in left, Navarro is the catcher, Pilar in center field, and Delvin Travis at second base. They'll be going up against Logan Forsythe at second, Killmeyer in center field, Longoria at third, Brad Miller at first, Matt Duffy at short, Logan Morrison, the DH, Nick Franklin is the right fielder, Corey Dickerson is the left fielder, and Bobby Wilson the catcher. Let's play some ball here.
Replay Radio is live from Tampa Bay. Top of the first.
Alrighty, so let's see. So the Yankees Baltimore game, we're going to be watching that one, and the Boston Oakland game, we're going to be watching that one. So these two, if something else really interesting happens in one of the other games, we might stop our game and take a look at those as well. But especially if something's going on in one of these 2 games, we will be pausing ours to watch that because these. Just like a real sports fan, if it's coming down the wire, we got 30 games left to play, and the Cubs are in front of the Cardinals, I want to see what's happening in the Cubs game as well. So I think a lot of you guys out there would like that as well. So here we go. It's going to be Bautista versus Blake Snell. Snell on the season Got a 4.87 ERA, 162 WHIP. Jose Bautista. That's going to be a total of 6. That's a short fly to left field. 1 out.
1 out, bases empty.
And due up is Josh Donaldson. He's batting 287 on the year. He's got himself 28 home runs and 100 walks. Let's see if he can continue his hot streak. So that's going to be a single in the left field as Dickerson can't find that one. Donaldson runs out to first. And
1 out, man on first.
1 on, 1 out. And look at this, top of the first. Boston got 2 men on, no one out. So we will definitely keep our eye on that. Edward Encarnacion. He's up, 1 on, 1 out. It's going to be a ballpark. It's either out or single. We're going to roll 2 dice. So we need a 62 or higher to get a single out of this. Ooh, 61. What a great stop there by the right fielder. That one almost fell in there. So great play there. Still scoreless in Baltimore and still scoreless in Oakland. But both of those games have 2 runners on base. All right, Russell Martin, 2 out, and he's batting 246 on the season. Let's see if Schnell can get out of this. It's a single into center field. Donaldson rounds second. He's going to hold up. Nope, we're going to check with the third base coach. And it's a 14. Oh, I'm sorry, they combined them to a 5. So an extra base. So Donaldson does take the extra base. And runners on the corners.
2 outs, men on first and third.
And look at this, top of the first. We got bases loaded for Boston. We are going to put our game on hold. And as I said, those other games are going to be very interesting. So let's see.
Now let's send you back to Tampa Bay.
Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. No wonder. I have to click over
let's
here.
Head out to Oakland.
Let's check out what's going on in Oakland, and we will put our game on pause, so it's got the red border. We will just let the computer auto-simulate it, and we'll just tell the computer, you're in charge. We're just coming to watch what's going on. Make us proud. So it looks like we have Pedora on third, Bogarts on second, Betts on first, 1 out. Hanley Ramirez is at the plate. Magdon, I think is how you pronounce his name. Magdon, Daniel Magdon, I think. All right, so let's see what happens here as Jose Ramirez, bases loaded, top of the first. It's a 6:46. Come back to the pitcher. Ground ball back to the pitcher who throws to home for the force out, and they're going to try for that double play. If the dice is higher, it's scored as a double play, and it is a double play, just like that. Whoa, Oakland. And then, in the bottom of the first, we got to watch the first run of the game as Simeon takes him deep, gone first batter for Oakland.
30th home run this season.
Wow, what a turn of events, and we got to witness it. So let's end the play there.
Base is empty.
All right, so Oakland now leads 1-0. Very interesting. And the Yankees scored 2. Obviously, we would have liked to see that, but wow, that is super cool. Let's go back to our game now, and we'll let Boston and Oakland.
Tampa Bay.
We'll just let them take under control. But what a change of events we witnessed there. So we're in the bottom of the first inning here. No, I'm sorry. We still have 2 outs. We still have 1 out to go here. You notice our game, nothing happened in our game because we put it on pause. If you don't put it on pause, it'll auto play it, but we don't want that because we want to be able to manage. So runners at the corners for Troy Tulowitzki, batting only .234. We could use a base hit here, and that's going to be a ball hit to short. And Duffy scoops it up, and that's going to do it.
No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left on.
All right.
Bottom of the first.
Go to the bottom of the first. 4-0 Yankees. Looks like that one's going to be a good one for us. Keep Baltimore down. That Boston-Oakland game, still interesting what's going on there. All right, so we have Marco Estrada pitching for Tampa Bay. He's got a 4.20 ERA, a whip of 124. Logan Forsythe has got 286 average. All right, so first pitch here, 4-0 Yankees over Baltimore. Good for us. And Oakland 1-0 against Boston. 14 in column 3. That's going to be a line out to Donaldson. Good diving stop there.
1 out, bases empty.
Brings up Kevin Kiermaier. Kevin Kiermaier. That's Bobby's favorite baseball player, Kevin Kiermaier. I'm surprised Bobby hasn't popped in yet. I do appreciate everyone that has come, though. Robbie and Retro Sports Network is here. Thanks, guys, for showing up. Al, Red Sox fan. Hey, Retro Sports Network, I'm going to add you as a moderator as well. So if you ever need to do anything with people in the chat, I know that it was kind of crazy last night, and I appreciate all you guys that were helping out there and getting rid of all those idiots that were coming in. So Kiermaier versus Estrada. Oh, it's a 61. That's going to be a short fly. Upton's going to come in and make the catch. 2 away.
2 outs, bases empty.
And that brings up Evan Longoria. And, oh, he didn't get to the 40. You need a 40 for a home run. So
quietly, nothing doing this half inning.
Estrada only added 2 points to his 36. He needed a 6 on there, and I think that would have been a home run. So 1, 2, 3 innings, still 4-0 there. And Oakland has capitalized on that great defense in the top of the first inning to propel them to a 3-0 lead. We're in the top of the second. Still scoreless here in Tampa Bay. And that's a 5. It's a ball hit to short. Duffy again. Thanks, Al. Appreciate that.
1 out, bases empty.
1 away for Navarro, 262 hitter. And that's a fly out to Kiermaier. And it's going to be a 1, 2, 3 inning.
It's a 1, 2, 3 inning. Bottom of the second.
Bottom of second. And let's check our scores here. So Baltimore did score 1 here in the bottom of the first. It's 4-1 Yankees. And Boston still down 3-0 in the top of the second. They do have a runner on first. So definitely be watching these 2 games. All right, due up Brad Miller. He's got an 8. I think that's going to be a walk. Yep. So he's on.
Man on first.
And that brings up Duffy. That's going to be a 20. That's going to be an infield single as it squeaks by the third baseman in the hole on the left side.
No outs. Men on first and second.
And, oh, we have to roll for a base action here. So it could be a wild pitch. It could be pass balls. Anything's here. It's going to be a wild pitch. So Estrada, oh, that's right. He does get a chance to roll against it. And it is higher, so he does throw a wild pitch. So runners move up on the wild pitch by Estrada.
No outs. Men on second and third.
Tampa Bay has runners in scoring position. We've moved to the bottom of the second. In Oakland, still up 3-0. Logan Morrison and Marco Estrada. It's a walk by Estrada. He's a little wild here early in this game.
No outs. Bases loaded.
Nobody out. Bases loaded. I think we play back and go for the double play. Give up the run if we have to. Uh-oh. 32 is a pop up to third. That's not going to score a run. So Donaldson catches that one just inside the foul line, and Miller stays on third. No
One out,
advancement.
bases loaded.
So a double play could get us out of this. Bases loaded, no one out. Come on, Estrada. Pitch it in there, buddy. And that's going to Pilar in center field. It's a gapper. We're going to roll 2 dice. 65. Okay, 65 or 66. Okay. Whew. Is it deep enough? It is deep enough to advance the runners, though. So run in from third. And Tampa Bay takes a 1-0 lead.
Men on first and third.
Bottom of second, still 3-0 Oakland. They have runners in scoring position with only 1 out. That brings up Bobby Wilson. Bobby Wilson, and he's going to strike out.
1 run, 1 hit, and 2 left on.
Well, that was a critical moment that, if we were watching a different team and we came over to watch this, bases loaded with no one out, and they only got 1 run in. I think that is well done. I'm kind of happy with that.
Top of the third.
Good job, men. Good job. All right, Devin Travis here. Oop, it's going to be a single or home run. Travis has got a hold of one, but he's got to hit a long, long ways. Nope, just a single. That one's going out into left field, and that's going to fall in off the wall. Dickerson gets it in quickly and holds him to a leadoff single.
No outs, men on first.
All right, Bautista. And he's going to strike out. He's going to strike out.
1 out, men on first.
And I don't know if you guys noticed, but it was bases loaded for Oakland there in the bottom of the second with 2 outs. It looks like Boston came out of that clean. So, unfortunately for us, Donaldson singled his first time up. Runner at first, 1 away. It's going down to Longoria. Possible error check time. We have to roll pretty high. Nope, not high enough. So no error on Longoria.
2 outs, men on first.
Encarnacion, he's got 29 home runs on the season, 274 average. Oh, we're just missing the 6 columns. We've just been unlucky.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on.
Bleacher Bums Gaming is here, my friends. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock here on my channel. We're going to talk game theory. We're going to talk game design. We're going to talk about his Glory Days sports franchise that he's created out of nothing but his passion, his sweat, and his tears. And it'll be so good to find out all the trials and tribulations that he went through to create these wonderful masterpieces. And we'll get an update on their designs and when their probable release dates are. So Bleacher Bums Gaming tomorrow night, 8 o'clock here on my channel. If you can make it, that would be awesome.
Bottom of the third.
Bottom of 3, 1-0 Tampa. That's another 2-6 is usually a it's going to be a range play usually. And this time we need something low. Yes. All right. So caught by Bautista out there in right field.
1 out, bases empty.
All right. Kevin Kiermaier. Oh, that's going to be a single. Kiermaier rips one into center field.
1 out, man on first.
Let's take an update here. 8-1 Yankees over Baltimore. That's very good for us. Still Oakland 3, Boston 0. Of course, you can also keep track of your favorite team as well, but these 2 games are ultra important for us because of the standings. Oh, they're going to put the steal on here. Kiermaier, he's off on the pitch. And we're going to roll, and let's see what we get. It's going to be a stolen base. It's Kilmar with this very good
One out,
speed,
man on second.
able to take off. I think that's the 5 is his speed rating. So very good runner, very fast runner. I think that's why Bobby likes him so much. Evan Longoria. Ooh, he's got a single to center field, and Kilmeyer, he's going to come in. He'll score. Hold runner on third, or send runner on third. I don't know why you're asking me. The computer should be in charge of that.
One out, men on first and third.
Let me make sure I did not have the. Oh, because we switched off and we came back. Okay, it didn't keep our settings. That's why. Okay. Well, I know that now, so we'll have to just make sure if we switch to one of the other games. Uh-oh. Top of the third, once again, Boston with bases loaded, folks. We're going to have to switch over to that game real quick. I know we got quite a few Boston fans
now let's head out to
here
Oakland
in the
for
chat,
a
so of
replay
course
update.
they would loved. We got our game still on pause. You can see it's got the red border. So again, we just have to tell it. You guys just play it. We're just coming to watch. And Ramirez gets a range check to Danny Valencia out in right field. And 42 or higher, it's going to be a single. That's going to score a couple runs. Let's see what happens. 46, that one's going to fall in. Fedora comes in. Ortiz. Is Ortiz rounding third, or is he holding? Looks like he's going to hold, keep the bases loaded.
One out, bases loaded.
So Boston on the scoreboard now, 3-1. Still bases loaded for Sandy Leon. Sandy Leon is batting 260. Again, we're letting the computer play both teams. We're not interfering with it at all. All we're doing is watching it, because I think, it could be a ground out to third to first. Only plays at first on that one. Another run comes in. They're going to cut the lead down to 3-2.
2 outs, men on second and third.
All right, and let me just click on that for real quick. All right. That brings up Chris Young. Walked his first time up. And that's a ball hit to Wendell at second. Possible error check. Going to check the error. And no, it's not. It's not higher. So
Two
Wendell.
runs, 1 hit, and 2 left on.
All right. So we will
Bottom of the third.
go to the bottom of the third. We'll go back
Now
to
let's
our
send you
game
back
there.
to Tampa Bay.
Going back to Tampa. Now I got to make sure I click back on there. There we go. All right. So runners at the corners with 1 out. Kilmar is very fast. We're going to play back. I think even if we play in, he'll still make it or have a very good shot of it. So we'll play back, go for the double play if we can, or hopefully a strikeout. So Estrada gets him swinging.
2 outs, men on first and third.
It's Bleacher Bums Gaming says, cool how you can switch back and forth between games. Yep. So you can see Oakland now 3-2, and the Yankees still up 8-1 against Baltimore in the top of the fourth. So bottom of 3, runners at the corners. Matt Duffy singled his first time up. That's going to be a 13 hit to Donaldson. Possible error check on Donaldson. Oh, he's got a 35 rating, which is very low. And that's going to be an error on Donaldson as he throws it over the first baseman's head, and that's going to score another run.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Josh Donaldson usually pretty good range, but also makes a lot of errors on the play. Bobby Castellano. I was pointing out your favorite player, Kevin Killmeyer, and you weren't here. So what happened? He's going to pop that up to Edward
1 run, 2
Encarnacion.
hits, 1 error, and 2 left on.
Oh, again, I feel pretty lucky that we only gave up 1 run. They had runners at the corners with 1 out.
Top of the 4th.
So hello, Bobby, and due up. Russell Martin, who singled his first time up. Both teams with 3 hits on the game. That's going to be a ball hit to Forsythe. Possible infield single. A 1 is an out and a 6 is an out, and it's a 4. So hustling down the line is Martin, not known as the most fleet of foot catchers out there.
No outs, man on first.
Oh, isn't that cute, Bobby? Put a little heart next to Kevin Killmeyer in the chat. That's so nice. Troy Tulowitzki, he grounded to short his first time up. No one out. Troy Tulowitzki, he's going to get a ground ball. They're going to go runner at first only. Counts as 2 balls. So it's a ground
No outs,
out.
man on first.
So he's going to get another swing at it here. And that's a 3. That's a hit to third base. It's going to be to first to a double play. So that's a 5-4-3 double play.
2 outs, base is empty.
Well, we could have used something a little better than that. There's Melvin Upton Jr. grounded to short his first time up. And first walk given up by Schnell. Schnell! Who was that on TV that used to say Schnell, Schnell? It was like Hogan's Heroes or something. Al, Red Sox fan, he will know that. He knows everything. Al, who was the guy who used to say Schnell?
2 outs, man on first.
Navarro, he flied to center field his first. Oh, they want to put the steal on for Upton. Okay, let's do it. And higher than 36. It's a 56. He's in there. Wide throw there, and that's a stolen base.
2 outs, man on second.
Schultz, that's it. There you go. Retro Sports Network and Al, Red Sox fan, both came up with that one. They both came up. Schultz, Sergeant Schultz from Hogan's Heroes, right? Navarro, fly to center, still. Runner in scoring position 2-way here. Top of 4. It's a line drive single, and Upton, he's going to round third and head home, and Toronto cuts into that lead. It's now 2-1.
2 outs, man on first.
That brings up Kevin Pillar, who flied out to left field his first time up. Navarro, not much of a threat of stealing there. That's going to be a walk given up by Schnell. So here in the 4th inning.
2 outs, men on first and second.
And Boston has now tied it up in Oakland, 3-3. So Boston, the Red Sox, fighting back there after Oakland got off to a 3-0 lead. We actually went to this game in the the top of the first. Boston had bases loaded with 1 out and did not score at all. And then we were still in the game. Oakland's first batter hit a home run. So it was quite a turnaround quickly. Travis is up. He singled his first time up. Runners at first and second, 2 away. It's a ball hit to Duffy. Possible error on Duffy. He's a 66, though. Very, very high. We need a 6-6. Nope. In fact, 6-6 can't get higher than 6-6, so I don't think Duffy must not have made any errors then. Well, that kind of sucks.
Bottom of the 4th.
But I'm happy we got a run back. So that brings up Nick Franklin. Bottom of 4, 1 out, nobody on. The Yankees still up 8-1 on Baltimore, so that's good for us. Ooh. 14 is going to be a home run. So Franklin for Tampa gets that run rate back in the bottom of the 4th. That was a deep one.
No outs, base is empty.
So Estrada has given up 21 home runs on the season. Dickerson fly to center field. He's going to fly out to Pilar in center field once again. Hey, Tony, what's going on? Thank you for coming on by. I appreciate it.
1 out, base is empty.
Base is empty for Bobby Wilson. Struck out his first time up. 3-1 Tampa. That's going to be a strikeout of Wilson.
2 outs, base is empty.
Forsythe lined out to third and flied to right. And I think he's going to walk. Yep. 6 or higher is. So you see right here we got the early hook base runner.
2 outs, man on first.
Which means now with that result, because he's left enough base runners on, if he does that, if he allows another base runner, he will automatically, I think, go to his B rating. So that's going to be a strikeout, though. Oh, no, pop up to second, sorry. 6 or
1
less.
run, 1 hit, and 1 left on.
Well, that's all right. I mean, we only gave up the 1 run, so, you know, they're only up
Top of
2.
the fifth.
I'm okay with that. All right, Bautista flied to left and struck out. Snell pitching a pretty good game so far. 4 innings, giving up 5 hits. He's walked 2 and struck out 2. And that's going to be a ground ball to Longoria. He's thrown out across to first.
1 out, base is empty.
Josh Donaldson singled and grounded to third. That's to Duffy. And that's an easy 6-3 put
2
out.
outs, base is empty.
And Edward. We got a ballpark out or single, so this is going to be based upon the outfield here. 62 or higher. So 63, it falls in. Not much of a chance of rolling that, but somehow we were able to. So single keeps play alive here in the top of the
2
fifth.
outs, man on first.
Oh, and Boston had runners at second and third, but couldn't plate them across. Still tied in Oakland. The Yankees still up 8-1 and due up. Dum bum bum bum. We are in the top of the fifth. It's going to be Russell Martin. 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And he's 3 for 3. Edward, he's going to check with the third base coach. And that's going to be a hold. They're just going to stop at
2
second.
outs, men on first and second.
All
They're
right.
making the call to the bullpen.
Making the call. So Schnell out. Schnell. We're going to give you the 3 column, I think. Come on, switch over there. Or, yes, I don't get the choice. It's the player. I think it's the team that is making the switch gets the choice. So he's going to take the 6 column. So if we roll anything on our 6 column, it's automatically going to go to his 1 instead of like 2, 3, or 4. So home run, probably not going to happen off of Troy Tulowitzki, unfortunately. Hopefully everyone's having a great evening. Hit that like button like Al Red Sox fan said it, if you don't mind. That's going to be a 50 in column 5. Possible wild pitch. It is a wild pitch. Oh, no, we got to roll. So only a 6 will be a wild pitch. Yeah, catcher blocks it, unfortunately. Damn, could have
2
used
outs,
that.
men on first and second.
Well, they still get to do that replay because we haven't actually gone through that batter yet. So Troy Tulowitzki grounded to short and grounded into the 5-4-3 double play. We could use something better, Troy. Something better. He's going to pop it up to Forsythe, and that's going to do it for the top of the 5th.
No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left on.
Bobby says she loves Schnell's pitching as well.
Bottom of the 5th.
Yes, he was pitching a very good game. Estrada, not bad. He's given up a home run, 3 walks, though, for 4 strikeouts. I mean, not a terrible day. And that's going to be a walk. So Angoria's on with the walk.
No outs, men on first.
So Brad Miller struck out and walked. That's going to be a 30. So lined out to Upton in left field.
1 out, men on first.
Duffy singled and got on by the error by Donaldson, which scored a run, as a matter of fact. So that was not a good play by Donaldson. 19 is going to be an infield single, so all runners move up a base. That's not good. So pitcher is now going to go to B because he's had his early hook rule in effect, and he now allowed another base runner.
1 out, men on first and second.
So we will be pulling him. We got Logan Morrison due up. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Wow, we don't have anything good to bring in. The only lefty we got. I guess we're going to bring in a righty, unfortunately, who normally doesn't come in until the 7th inning. Oh, and he comes in on a base action. What? It's going to be a wild pitch. That's crazy.
1 out, men on second and third.
All right, defense will play in. All right. Tapira, Ryan Tapira. He hasn't played much this season, so fouled out to second baseman. I like to hear that.
2 outs, men on second and third.
Nick Franklin, he hit the home run. He popped out to third. We've been managing like every inning, and we've been lucky to only give up one. In the second inning, they had bases loaded with no one out. We only gave up one run. In the third inning, they had runners at the corners with nobody out. We only gave up one run. And then the fourth inning, it was a solo home run that we gave up. So we're actually trying our best to keep this game under control. 12 is going to be a single, and that's going to score 2 runs, as he is now going to extend that.
Today.
Oh, runner on second, 2 outs, and third scores. Batter is safe at second. Wow.
2 outs, men on second.
5-1 Tampa, unfortunately. Oh, they're going to put the steal on, really? All right. And it's a stolen base. Wow.
2 outs, men on third.
Tampa really putting it to Toronto right now. We are going to play we want to play in first base in, third base in. Yeah, let's do it. We'll put our corners in then. Oh, base action. Oh my gosh, really? Another base action chart? Another wild pitch. And he throws anything we roll will be a wild pitch, even if it's one. Oh, Ryan.
2 outs, bases empty.
And that was caused because we had put a lot of players in yesterday, so it has come back to bite us big time. I think because he's red, that means he's already tired. So we're going to be bringing in Scott Feldman. 3 runs in this inning, and possibly more as Dickerson gets a hold of one and takes it yard. Corey Dickerson for your Tampa Bay Rays.
2 outs, bases empty.
It's now 4 runs plated here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bobby Wilson struck out twice. We got a rare play possibly here. It's an even, so that is going to be a dribbler to the mound. Pitcher's got to retire the batter. He's got a speed of 2. And Dyer's higher. He's out. Okay.
4 runs, 3 hits, and none left on.
4 runs and 3 hits, and just terrible play by Toronto.
Top of the 6th.
Let's check out our scores here. We have Yankees 8, Baltimore 3. The bottom of the 8th inning. Boston 3-3 still in the top of the 7th. Runner at third, only 1 out. Runner at third, only 1 out. Should we switch over and watch that one? Would you guys like to see if Boston scores that run? Well, we'll play another. We'll play another inning, another batter here, I think. Strike him out. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Usually when I enter play, that's when they update every one of these games.
1 out, bases empty.
Yep, Boston scored the run. They're up 4-3. If we get done with our game, if this game goes in the 9th inning close, we'll probably switch over to that. Navarro flied to center and singled. 13 is going to be a walk. Eddie Gambora has come in to pitch. 1 out, runner at first. Pilar flied to left and walked. It's going to be ground ball back to the pitcher, over to first. Navarro moves to second on the play.
2 outs, man on second.
All right, Travis singled and grounded to short. He's going to strike out.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 6th.
Logan Forsythe lined out to third, and then flew out to right field and walked. Ground ball hit to Donaldson. This time no error as he throws it straight.
1 out, bases empty.
And I don't know if you guys were watching this or not, but Boston had runners at the corners with only 1 out, and they must have hit into a double play because they did not score that run. So Kevin Killmeyer, Bobby's favorite Tampa Bay Rays player, maybe baseball player ever, I don't know, but he is now up. He flied to left field, he singled, and he popped to second. And that's a 7. That's going to be a foul out to the second baseman.
2 outs, bases empty.
Longoria hit to second, grounder out at first.
And just like that, the inning's over. Top of the 7th.
Go to the top of the 7th. Notice the background switched. We actually have a different photograph here now. So still 8-3 Yankees over Baltimore in the top of the 9th. We won't need to watch the conclusion of that one. Jose Bautista flied to left, struck out and grounded to third. And the ground ball to short. Duffy's made every play. So going on to the top of the 8th there in Oakland. Boston up 4-3. Josh Donaldson 1 for 3 on the day. He's going to strike out.
2 outs, bases empty.
And we have a fly to right field. A strikeout and a single by Edward. Out or single. And we need a 65 or 66. And we can't get it. It's ground ball picked up by the catcher.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
And we go on to
Bottom of the 7th.
bottom of the 7th, everyone. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Josh Donaldson making the play there at
1 out, bases empty.
third base. We could use a couple runs here, guys. Hits it back to Feldman on the mound. We're going on to the bottom of the 8th already. Still 4-3 Boston.
2 outs, bases empty.
And 8 is going to be a pop-up.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning.
Robbie says, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. All right, Robbie. Thank you, brother. Thank you for
Top of the 8th. They're making the call to the bullpen.
making the call to the pen. Alex Coleman. Russell Martin, 3 singles on the day. Can you believe that? The catcher with 3 singles on the day. And one, he had to run down the line and beat the throw. So, very good effort there. Bottom 8, 2 outs for Oakland. And that's going to be a strikeout.
1 out, bases empty.
Bottom of 9th here. Baltimore's got 2 runs on, but 2 outs. Troy Tulowitzki grounded to short. Ground ball double play and a pop-up to second. And he's going to single that one into center field. So Troy Tulowitzki on.
1 out, man on first.
Melvin Upton Jr. 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. We're going to have a range play to Nick Franklin. So 52 or higher, it'll be his hit. We need a 52 or higher. Oh, 6-6. Nice. Tulowitzki, are you coming around? Are you taking off? No, you're going to stop right there.
1
All
out,
right.
men on first and second.
All right, Navarro, fly to center. He singled and walked. We're in the top of the 9th. Bases clear, 2 away. Boston up by 1. He struck him out. Not good.
2 outs, men on first and second.
We need a base hit here, Pilar. We could use a big one, as a matter of fact. And that's not going to do it.
No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left on.
Hey, have a good night, Ken. See you later, my friend. Thanks. So top of the 9th, 2 away, runners at first there.
Bottom of the 8th.
We are going to the bottom of the 8th. Let's bring in Grilly, I think. He's an 8th inning guy, Grilly. He's popped to third, hit a home run, and has 2 singles on the day. Not a bad day. All right, we're in the bottom of the 9th. What I think we're going to do is we're going to watch and see if Oakland can come back here against Boston. And it's the final in Baltimore, Yankees 9-3, so that'll be good. Baltimore will not gain any ground on us if we lose.
Let's join the action in Oakland.
So in Oakland, our game is still on pause. We will tell the computer to simulate for us. We just want to watch.
They're bringing in a new pitcher.
All right, looks like Brad Ziegler's on the mound here. Gonna try to close this out. Joey Wendell for the A's. Down a run. It's an out or a single. They need a 55 or higher for a single. 62, that one's going to fall in. And the leadoff runner is aboard for Oakland.
No outs, men on first. The third baseman is playing in.
Third baseman is playing in. Again, I'm not playing either team, so I don't want to alter the outcome. But if I was Oakland, I would put a pinch runner in and try and steal that base. All right, let's see what happens. It's Jake Sominski coming up. He is Jake on the game, hit a single, grounded back to the pitcher, and struck out.
They're going to use a pinch hitter.
Nope, and Jake's gone back to the bench, and Billy Butler's coming out. Billy Butler with a 304 average against Brad Ziegler. And let's see what happens. That's a 3. It's ball hit to first. Second to first, double play for Boston.
2 outs, bases empty.
And that's Oakland's down to their last out now. And Bruce Maxwell coming up. Singled and flied out to left and struck out. So base is clear here. It's going to be a range play against Chris Young in left field. And we need a 53 or higher for a double. Otherwise, Young catches it, game over. And catches it, it's game over.
Boston wins a close one. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everyone. There's your win. Rick Porcero goes to 12-8. Loss goes to John Axford, drops to 1-3. The save, Brad Ziegler, 26 saves on the season. MVP of the game is Rick Porcello. All the Boston fans at home are happy.
Let's return to Tampa Bay.
Alrighty, so 7-1 here. We know Boston's won. If we lose, we're going to fall back in the standings. Not good, boys, not good. We're in the bottom of the 8th, down 7-1. Struck out Franklin.
1 out, bases empty.
And you can see some of the games are final. Some are still coming in. One game here has gone into the top of the 12th inning already. St. Louis and Cincinnati. Top of 12, St. Louis has 2 runners on, only 1 out. We also have the Washington and the Mets 2-2 in the bottom of the 11th. 2 outs and a runner on in second. So you guys can check out what's going on in those very exciting games. And we got a walk to Corey Dickerson.
1 out, man on first.
1 on, 1 out. Struck him out.
2 outs, man on first.
And Logan Forsythe. And another walk. Grilli all over the place, striking him out and
2
walking
outs,
him.
men on first and second.
Kevin Kiermaier. Ooh, just missed his home run. Just missed it.
No runs, no hits, and 2 left on.
All right, so
Top of the 9th.
go to the top of the 9th. Single. What do we have? Let's see. St. Louis did not score. Is now in the bottom of the 12th there in Cincinnati. We'll get 3 outs, and if we have any games left on, we'll go ahead and watch them. Strikes out Travis.
1 out, bases empty.
Bautista. 0-for-4 on the day. Not a good day for Bautista.
1 out, man on first.
Bottom of the 12th, Cincinnati now has a runner on second. Liner right at Duffy.
2 outs, men on first.
And it looks like we might be like the last game of the day to go off here. 2-2 still, bottom of 12th. And that's going to do it.
Tampa Bay wins the game easily.
Yes, they do.
From all
Wins
of us
the
at Replay
game
Games, thanks
easily.
For playing.
Yes, that was a. The win goes to Eddie Gamboyo. Loss, Franco Estrada, the MVP, Nick Franklin. No one got injured. Toronto drops to 76 and 59. Tampa Bay improves to 65 and 69. We still have 2 games going on here. One in the 13th inning and one in the bottom of the 12th. Washington and the Mets still going at it, and St. Louis and Cincinnati. We will go to Washington and the Mets. And if something happens over here in the Cincinnati game, we'll switch over there. So let's see what's going on here. So we'll just tell the computer you're playing it. And if I hit the play button, then I won't have to click anything but the one button. So you just tell it to play, and then you click this, it'll start it, and then you won't have to make any more clicks. You can just sit here and watch it. So, all right, so let's see what happens. Uh-oh, single or home run. This game might be over right away. This game might be over. It's only a single, though. So, Citi Field, not very many home runs there.
No outs, men on first. The third baseman is playing in. The manager calls for a pinch hitter. They're bringing in a pinch runner.
Pinch runner coming in. Ball hit to Rendon at third. And roll versus the batter's speed to see if it turns a double play. No double play.
Man on first.
Top of the 13th, still 2-2 in Cincinnati.
First and second. They're bringing in a new pitcher. They're going to use a pinch hitter.
You can see I'm not actually clicking anything right now. I'm just letting the game play itself out. And I can always come up here and stop it.
That's their second double play turn today.
So go to the top of the 13th.
Runs, 2 hits, and 1 left on. Top of the 13th. They're bringing in a new pitcher.
Ooh, just missed a home run there by Harper.
1 out, base is empty. Two outs, base is empty.
Still in the bottom of the 13th in Cincinnati.
Quietly, nothing doing this half inning.
So
bottom of the 13th.
Hang on. Let's see what happens here. But Cincinnati has a runner at third with only 1 out. I'd like to switch over to that game, please.
1 out, base is empty.
Oh, 2 outs. All right, let's switch over there.
Let's head out to Cincinnati for a replay update.
So Billy Hamilton's on third base with his 5 speed. Pitching for St. Louis is going to be Miguel. Oh my God, geez Louise, Sokolovic. He's facing off against Adam Duvall. And here in the bottom of the 13th inning, 2 outs. Runner on third. Wild pitch could score him. Again, we've got to make sure we tell the computer, you are in charge. We are just here to watch. Oh, I don't actually want to do that. I just want to click it and see what happens. It's hit to Jerko. He's going to, oh, it's a single, and that's going to score the run off of Jerko's glove. Could not make the play.
The game in extra innings.
So the Reds beat the Cardinals 3-2 in the bottom of the 13th inning, which means we can switch over to the last game of the day and enjoy our 13th inning Washington versus the Mets. Again, we got to make sure we're not interfering. We're just here to enjoy watching. Ooh, live drive single to leave things off.
1 out, man on first.
Ballpark, outer single. It's an out. Hit it back to the pitcher.
2 outs, man on first.
Rare play, possibly. Rare play. 33. Tough chopper between third and short. Going to check the range. Cabria's speed. The dice is lower
2
than his
outs, men on
speed.
first and second.
And struck out Granderson.
No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left on.
We
Top
got
of the 14th.
free baseball here. We're going to the top of the 14th inning. Again, I'm not clicking anything. I'm
1
just
out, base is empty.
sitting back
They're
watching,
bringing
just
in a
like you
pitcher.
guys. Computer is going to make all the substitutions, roll all the dice. We just get to watch him
2
play.
outs, base is empty. The manager calls for a pinch hitter. They're bringing in a new pitcher.
He strike him out.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning. Bottom of the 14th. They're bringing in a new pitcher.
Shane Burnett.
1 out, base is empty.
Might be a never-ending game
2
like
outs,
Al's
base is
last
empty.
night, says Robbie. Let's hope not.
And just like that, the inning's over.
You see how
Top of the
fast the
15th.
innings go when the computer runs it. It's very quick. We went through that inning in like 3 minutes.
1 out, base is empty. Two outs,
Ground-
base is empty.
Grounder to second there. Fly to center.
It's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 15th.
Fly out to center.
1 out, base is empty.
Double. Past Harper to the wall. Johnson's
1
on.
out, man on second.
Ooh, that's going to be a short. No advancement.
2 outs, man on second.
Oh, it's going. It's going. Is it far enough? Is it deep enough? It is gone. Asdrubal Cabrera ends it for the Mets here in the bottom of the 15th inning.
New York wins the game in extra innings.
This
Till
will
next time, this is Replay Radio signing off.
probably be game of the day. Looks like Gabriel Iona takes the win. The loss goes to Sean Burnett and Asdrubal Cabrera MVP with his 15th inning home run. Now we can actually exit the day and get our update. So now we've fallen another game back of Boston. We're now 3 games back. Baltimore 7 games back of Boston, but they haven't closed in on us at all. The White Sox also lost. If we actually go to is it the main? Let's see, is it the main? It's the standings. No, it's not the standings. Sorry, it is the. There it is. There's what I was looking for. The replay daily. There you go. There's all your information about what had happened on today. Play of the day was in Texas. The play of the day took place in the game between Houston and Texas in Globe Life Park. Bottom of the 9th, Texas batting men on second and third. Nobody out, trailing 2-0. Brett Nichols hits a game-winning 3-run home run. And game of the day, surprise, surprise, is the Cardinals-Reds I thought the Nationals and the Mets would have been, but it's the Cardinals and the Reds. Cardinals took that one in 13 innings. So there you go. There's your update there. Chicago White Sox. What ended up happening with them? If we go to our wild card standings, we are still 4 up on Baltimore, and now the Yankees are 8.5, and Chicago is 9 back. So we do have to be a little worried about these guys. Assuming we lose a couple more in a row, we could be in trouble. But right now, we're 0-2 against Tampa Bay, which is not good under my expert tutelage. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you enjoyed our little Game 135 for the Toronto Blue Jays. Hopefully you enjoyed watching some of the extra action going on. And I think it brings a little bit of more, kind of suspense. And you know what's going on with the other teams. You get to watch a little bit about them. We're obviously not switching to every team. We're just switching to the teams that we care about, which happens to be Boston and Baltimore at this point. Maybe the Yankees, if the Yankees keep pushing forward, or the White Sox, if they keep pushing forward and they start closing in on our wild card lead. So, anyways, I enjoyed bringing it to you guys. We had a lot of great people show up. I think Al Red Sox fan is probably going to be doing some stuff on his channel, so I would head over there shortly. Clinton Parks, Retro Sports Network, D. Scott Howard, Ken Castro, who else? Robbie, Tony, Bleacher Bums Gaming, which we'll have on our channel tomorrow night, and Bobby, of course, Dave Gardner, and I don't know if I missed anyone. Todd B, sorry, I might have missed you, and I think that was everyone. If I missed your name, sorry about that, but I appreciate everyone that did come out tonight. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night when we take on Bleacher Bums Gaming. Talk game design, game theory, all kinds of fun and interesting things. We'll see you guys then. Till then, take care